Okay, great. So the traders are set up. I press T to trade. Shift Enter on this side. And it looks like I got a lot of value this time, so I'll go through the list a little bit better now. See what we got here. I do want all their glass, because sometimes that comes up in the strange mood and I haven't made any yet. Let's see what else they have. Okay, maybe water skins. I want to see what animals they have here. So I'll take the bull ram, because I'm pretty low on food. So I'm going to take all the animals that I can slaughter. Maybe I'll put the alpaca here with the other alpacas that I have. And I'll also take their drinks that they have, the milk as well, because of the pretty much anything in the barrel that's not spider venom. Rum, beer, ale, wine, milk, but not spider venom. The syrup is fine, they'll cook with the syrup, but the spider venom doesn't. I think it's in the game, but there's no use for it. They have some weapons here, but I think I'll pass on the weapons. Let's see if they have leather and cloth bins, because that's pretty important. Right now, I think I'm out. Oh yeah. Okay, so Q to search, and then BIN, and then Shift, holding it down, and then pressing the down key, holding down Shift. Okay, and then backspace. No, Q, backspace. Okay. So I have all the leather and cloth bins, and trader profit and value are pretty close. So I'll take some of this, I'll see how much of this yarn I can get, yarn and thread. So yarn and thread is pretty important to the hospital, and I usually end up running out of it. Okay, and then maybe just some of this prepared food. See how much of the... I'll try to push the limit a little bit, so... Trader profit is about 8,000 and value is about 11. So T to trade. Enter. Oh, excellent. Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business. And then I'll go to Z, animals, and slaughter these. Because I need, I'm kind of low on food, but I also need, I need tallow as well. So the kitchen here should be once we get some fat, the kitchen should automatically render the fat. And then I'll go.
Dwarf has been taken by a fey mood.
Okay, got a fey mood as well. I'll also go to this zone right here, and Shift N, and just see if I could find that. Here's the alpaca. I'll just add him.
I claim this workshop in the name of invention.
Okay, which workshop is it? I don't know which workshop I don't know who claimed what here. It should be one of the cloth workshops or the jewelers, because they can't claim a still kitchen, they can't claim the farmer's workshop or the fishery, and they can't claim the loom. So it's got to be one of these four right here. Just have to wait until he returns. And we got a liaison here. I need a lot of leather. And we'll go down the list here to there's animals. Or pets it is. It's under pets. There we go. So let's see what we got in here. I think that since these are, yeah. So I really want some more alpacas, and I'll ask for yaks. Yaks I'll just slaughter when I get them, and horses, cows and bulls, donkeys and mules, and I think I'll probably end up only keeping the alpacas and just slaughtering whatever else. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So they're going to give me a special price on these items next time they come. However, I really only trade the crafts that we make, so, and I don't really make special things for them. Earrings will be at a higher price, but I just tell the dwarves to make crafts and don't really worry about what they make. Here's the strange, that was the strange mood, he just went upstairs. Ryzen here, I'll follow him. Risen, he's got some leather. Which workshop is he going to? Oh, okay, the glass furnace. Okay. Oh great, and now we're rendering some fat as well. Rysen has started his construction, which is great. All these pults running around, but they won't be for too much longer. So I'll also make a stockpile of bars and blocks, and I'll just put it right here. And the settings of this one, I'll go into it and just forbid everything except for ash. And then a food stockpile back here. Settings of this, I'm gonna just press B to block all. So this is a food stockpile, and I blocked everything except for lye and milk of lye. This is a stockpile that only accepts animal fat. This is a stockpile that only accepts ash, and this is a wood stockpile. So they take the wood and bring it to the wood furnace to make ash. Bring that to the ash bar stockpile. The Ashery here has a job to make lye, and they bring that to the lye stockpile here. And in the Soapmakers workshop, they combine the lye with the tallow to make tallow soap. Okay, so they haven't made lye yet. And this stockpile here, disable, oh shit. Forbid that. Forbid that. Plants, and I have to forbid pigtail. Permit. Enter. Okay, so I just disabled lye on this stockpile here. So I'm gonna go to Z and then kitchen, and then go over to meat, fish, and other. And I'm gonna start at the bottom of the list, and I'm just gonna go to this tallow here and forbid that. So I'm gonna press C, and then I'm just gonna come up a little bit. Sheep tallow I'm also gonna forbid for cooking. And I'm just gonna see if I could just go through this list quick and look for all the tallow. Okay, that's all we have right now. So those two, the tallow that we have rendered already is now forbidden from cooking. Okay, so on the main the original main stockpile, just forbid bars of other material on the main stockpile here. Yeah, so I'm gonna press R to remove the to stop requesting the trader there. Oh, okay. Ryzen has created Lush Hut Strolot. Ryzen has created a green glass scepter. He claims it as a family heirloom. Excellent. So Shift L, and this is the green glass scepter. I'm gonna press Enter, and then V to view the description. This is a green glass scepter. All crafts dwarfsmanship is of the highest quality. It is studded with copper. It is decorated with reindeer leather and encrusted with bands of rose-cut green glass gems and rectangular quartz carbochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of alpaca leather and menaces with spikes of green glass and copper. Excellent. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's called the Guilty Dimpled the Greatest Stins. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Set 3 wheelbarrows on this wood stockpile. I have them moving the wood, give to wood stockpile 59, which is over by the Ashery here.
There is a migrant.
You there, stop that singing.
Excellent,
Yes,
more
we know
migrants.
there are migrants.
Excellent. This stockpile here I'm also going to set to 1 wheelbarrow now. As well. So this is 100% full, and I'll go to H and then V. Okay, so I just told them to move that vehicle back here. And now I have a lot of assigned to make lye, but I'm not sure why they're not doing it. Make potash from lye, make potash from ash. Make lye. Do I have empty barrels is the question. Empty barrels. The bunny and the goat came in with the migrants and we slaughtered them. And I don't see anything else that came in with them that I can slaughter. I'll get these cats too. Going to set this ash production up a little bit because maybe it's just too low. Maybe there's just not enough ash to make the lye. Settings of this, I'm going to have to disable seeds as well. Not really sure why they're not making this. I'm going to destroy the workshop and rebuild the workshop. So build workshop and then Y for an Ashery. And yeah, it looks like they can access it. They should be able to access it there. Enter. Blocks. Almond wood barrel. And a bucket. Okay, maybe I need more buckets. That's possible. So I'll tell the carpenter here to make a little bit more buckets. Oh, damp stone located. That's fine. Designations X, and then just take out that corner right there. Because underneath the water here, I'm going to get all the messages for damp stone, so I just removed that designation. Okay, add, lie, keep that. Alt W, range of this, we'll just set it to 25 to 50. 1 barrel of lye is 50 units. So it may be that the workflow is too low to actually make it. Oh yeah, okay. So suspend that, Alt W. Range of this, maybe we'll set to the traders are getting ready to leave. Oh great, okay. So they started making a line now. Let me just 12 bars, so okay, so it wasn't the limit of bars here. Range of this, between 4 and 8 barrels. Suspend it again. But I have 1. Okay. Now, was it because of the workflow? Alt W, range 250 to 300. I have 3 dwarves in the fortress, and I disabled all of their tasks except for making lye. So 3 dwarves have nothing to do. I have 3 idlers, now 4 idlers. But 3 of them, the only job they have to do is to make lye. 14 bars of ash. I'm pretty sure it's only one. It should be only 1. The wiki said 1 bar of ash for lye. It's got to be the buckets then. I only have 1 more bucket because I just made a bucket. The range is going to be make 6 to 10 buckets. The Forgotten Beast, Rasi Rali Wokumwi, has come. An enormous feathered alligator. It has large mandibles, and it has a bloated body. Its clear feathers are long and narrow. Beware its poisonous sting. Enter. We'll see where he's. I'm just following him real quick. Oh, this is the lower cavern layer with the cave-in, with the entrance. Might be going to some elk birds, or he may be going to the doors. Oh, it looks like he's going after this troglodyte. The bridge is up here, so it should be good, but maybe we'll see if we can beat him in the next episode, or if he's still around. Okay, so Cubbock's making lye. Okay. It has to do with the buckets. For some reason it's not telling me that it needs buckets on the wiki or in the workshop here, but it's definitely the buckets, because once I started making them in the carpenter's workshop here, I didn't have any in the fortress except for the one that I used to make the workshop, and then now that I have 2 buckets, I used the original bucket to make the workshop, and now I need some empty buckets extra, not part of the workshop, to make the rest of the lye. So I'm following Cubbuck right now. And look, he's going for a bucket. There it is. So if for some reason you're not making lye and you have everything except buckets, you need buckets. What is that? Creepy crawlers running around in the food stockpile here. Where my cats are. I got a kitten. Got a kitten somewhere around here. I'm not sure what happened with the card here, but I forgot to build the track stop. So I gotta go to H. Oh, okay, good, it didn't dump it. It looks like it turned and then maybe hit this wall here and didn't dump, which is kind of lucky. So I'm gonna build Shift C to construct, Shift S for a track stop, and put it right here, and press D to dump north. Enter, enter. And I got a petition here. Let's see. They want a guildhall for a farmer's guild. I'll approve that. I think I'll have to dig out new spaces for a farmer's guild in the next episode. I just want to make soap first. Okay. So now I can make soap from tallow. T. Make soap from tallow. Repeat. Alt W. Range of this, Shift A, bars of any soap. Range of this is going to be 500 to 777. Okay, excellent. So now I will destroy that workshop. Shift S, and I'm just going to move it right here. It's going to require a bucket and some blocks, and I'll smooth stone the area. And I'll also destroy this workshop and move it. So I'm just going to fix up this area a little bit as soon as they destroy these 2 workshops. Build workshop Y for an Ashery. I'm just going to put that right here. It's going to require blocks, a barrel, and a bucket. And then they're going to need to go off and get more buckets when they're building the when they're creating the lye. They need to go to another area to get buckets. So Maybe I'll make a small stockpile for buckets nearby as well. Yeah, see, there's like 5 buckets here. P, X, and then remove that stockpile. P, a barn block stockpile, and I'm going to put that right there. The settings of this. I'm going to forbid everything except for ash. I'm going to make another stockpile of furniture, and I'm going to put that right there. And the settings of this, it's only going to accept buckets, so I'm going to forbid the type, and then just go to buckets in the list here, press enter. Build W for workshop, Shift S for a soapmaker's workshop, and then put it right here. It's going to require buckets and stone or building material. I'm going to put that right there. Give them a minute to get everything sorted. Okay, now on the Ashery here, add a new task, make lie, repeat. I already set the workflow of this. I'm gonna adjust it because that's way too high. So do 4 to 8. To 40 ash bars, and then 4 to 8 lie, and then I just want as much soap as possible. Make soap from tallow, repeat that, Alt W, so 500 to 777, and then I'll probably end up adjusting that down once we get a decent amount of soap. And so the kitchen, when we slaughter the animals in the kitchen here, it's going to automatically render the fat. If you add a task and try to render the fat and it's red, you're going to slaughter an animal, and then while they're rendering the fat in the kitchen, you just repeat the task. And they're going to bring the fat up the stairs to this food stockpile, which only accepts rendered fat. This is a food stockpile that only accepts lye or mystic liquid. My main food stockpile doesn't accept either one. The wood comes in, the wood's brought to the wooden furnace to make ash. The ash is brought to the ash stockpile. Empty buckets are brought to the furniture stockpile that only accept buckets. The ash and the bucket of water is combined in the Ashery to make the lye. The lye and the fat are combined in the soapmaker's workshop to make soap. The soap is then brought to the hospital. Here. We have a soap stockpile outside the hospital, but it's brought to the hospital. So you go to I for zones. You move the keyboard selector over the hospital, Shift H for hospital information. You move up and down this list with the plus and minus. And then you can adjust the numbers here with 4 or 6, or Shift 4 and 6. Shift 4 and 6 is going to move it up and down with by 10. And then just 4 or 6, the numbers, are going to move in increments of 1. I'm just going to set the buckets up a little bit, and I'm going to set the splints and crutches up a little bit, maybe 30 of each. Okay, so there's different values on whichever line item you're on here and it moves up and down. $1,200 soap is good. Okay, so Zahn here is making the soap. Ustath is making the lye, and Locum is making ash. Okay, still Cyril and Feb are still in the hospital here. Oh, and this is our new artifact scepter here. Okay, H. So it looks like it just fell into the hole here and didn't dump, but then once the track stop was completed, it dumped it. So I'm gonna move this. So V, plus and minus, enter. So they're gonna move that cart back down to the depths where we can refill it. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll see you next time.